Have you done a video on Jedi Master Faye? I have not, so let's get started. So Faye, she only exists in legends. She comes from a species that is unknown to us, but she's classified as near human. Deeply attuned to the Force, she rose through the ranks. When she achieved the rank of Knight, rather than remain tied to the structural life of the Jedi Order, she felt a much higher calling than being stuck on the core worlds. The Force had led her beyond the familiar, and Faye had embraced a solitary, wandering existence. In time, she then became a Jedi Master, but she did decline to take on a Padawan, choosing instead to follow her instincts and travel wherever the Force may take her to. She left the temple behind, only visiting Coruscant on very rare occasions throughout the decades. As the years had passed by, Faye's name became the stuff of myth amongst younger Jedi, tales of a mysterious Jedi working wonders in the distant, far-off planets. These stories and myths would just circulate through the temple, though many of them had considered it a legend. Senior Jedi obviously knew better. When reports emerged of a lone Jedi that aided worlds on the edge of known space, those who had known Faye paid close attention. Her journeys took her to the farthest reaches of the galaxy, and she often intervened in conflicts that others might have overlooked. Her approach was unconventional, because she was known to resolve wars not through violence, but by bringing calm and compassion to those that were consumed by rage. Faye never wielded her lightsaber in battle, and it was widely believed that after her early training that she never carried one again. Now, in the early days of the Clone Wars, Faye had felt a disturbance in the Force, drawing her to the volcanic world of Quaita. Upon arrival, she discovered that she wasn't the only Jedi to sense this. Jedi Masters who turned up were Nico Diath, John Antilles, Nol Venari, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Kenobi was the last to arrive and was met with sharp words from Venari, criticizing his tardiness. Faye, however, saw deeper than that. She recognized the scars that war had left on Obi-Wan Kenobi's spirit. In a silent gesture of comfort, she had then placed her hand on Kenobi's forehead, allowing the Force to soothe his pain and rekindle his spirit. The assembled Jedi had only one goal: infiltrate a separatist control chemical plant and recover an antidote to a deadly bioweapon, which was known as swamp gas. As they moved through the seemingly abandoned facility, Diath noted the conspicuous lack of security droids, prompting the group to heighten their awareness. Their mission took a dark turn when they encountered Asajj Ventress, also Dirge, who is a fearsome bounty hunter. Without warning, Dirge had triggered a violent explosion, actually plunging the group into chaos. In the ensuing battle, Masters Venari, Diath, and Antilles had fallen. Faye, who was witnessing the carnage, spotted Ventress attempting to escape with the antidote. She reacted quickly, using the Force to hurl shattered debris at the fleeing assassin. Ventress retaliated by attempting to crush Faye's heart with the Force, but Faye had resisted and overwhelmed her, pulling her thoughts apart until she collapsed unconscious. With Ventress neutralized, Kenobi then located a vial of the antidote, and the two Jedi prepared to flee as the facility was detonating all around them. As they made their way out, the ground had shook from another blast. Faye was momentarily staggered when she was caught off guard. Ventress recovered, struck her from behind with both of her lightsabers. Without a doubt, this was a mortal blow. With their objective compromised, Ventress and Dirge escaped, leaving behind Faye and Kenobi to perish. Though she was critically wounded, Faye's deep connection to the Force might have sustained her if she chose to live. But knowing that the Republic desperately needed the antidote, she went ahead and made the ultimate sacrifice. Placing her hand on Kenobi once more, she channeled the last of her life energy into him, filling him with renewed strength. Empowered by her final gift, Kenobi had managed to escape the collapsing factory, and he managed to return to Coruscant with the antidote. Faye's life was marked by compassion, peace, and unwavering selflessness. It was ended as it was lived, in service for the greater good, guided solely by the will of the Force. That's all I have for you. Hope it helped.